Good morning. Today is 29 March, the year 2011. I'm Dr. Dave Thompson, a volunteer at the Palm Springs Air Museum here in Palm Springs, California. As part of the Veterans History Project of the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C., we conduct interviews of veterans and civilians who participated in our country's military conflicts. Today, I'm here at the Mission Hills Senior Living Center and have the honor and the privilege of interviewing Sergeant Bob Jones. Sergeant Jones was an armament technician in the Air Force during the Korean conflict. So we're going to talk to him about that and a lot of other things. Bob, so good to be here with you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, first of all, let me get you lined up here a little bit. Would you spell your full name for us, Bob?
Robert William Jones, Jones.
Okay, and when and where were you born?
Council Bluffs, Iowa.
And what year was that and the date?
1930.
And the day and month?
12/23/30.
Okay. And what was your father's name?
Luther Nelson.
Okay. And what did he do?
He was an electrician, as far as I know.
Uh-huh. So did now you have a different name than he, so Luther Nelson Jones?
Yes.
Okay, all right, yeah. And how did his family, how did he end up in Iowa? Do you know where the ancestors all came from?
Where the what?
Do you know where his ancestors came from?
Oh,
I'll speak up.
I don't really know too much about my father. He was in, family was in Tennessee somewhere.
Oh.
Cumberland Gap, that's all I ever heard.
Oh, yeah. And what kind of work did you say again that
He was an electrician.
Electrician, okay. And your mom, what was her name and her maiden name?
Name was Elizabeth.
Okay. And do you know where her...
Mary Elizabeth, I'm sorry.
Oh, Mary. And what was her maiden name? Do you remember?
Vanscoy.
Okay.
Vanscoy.
And do you know where her ancestors all came from?
Her mother was an Indian.
Hmm.
My grandfather was came from Ireland, from what I heard.
Yeah.
I can't tell you much about anybody.
Do you know how they met or anything
No.
like that? Okay. Did you have any brothers and sisters?
I have a sister.
And what's her name?
She's Sina, S-C-N-A. She's still in Omaha, Nebraska. They live on a small farm.
Okay.
It was a section, and then they broke it up into smaller portions and sold it off.
Yeah. Now, so you have Indian ancestry in your background?
Yeah,
So Sina, was that like an Indian name that you...
that's what I heard.
Yeah. And do you remember where you lived in Council Bluffs? Did you grow up in Council Bluffs?
I was there till I was, I came out here when I was 12.
Okay. So do you remember much about Council Bluffs when you were living back then?
I was there once or twice.
Yeah. But I mean, do you remember when you were a boy, a small boy, being...
A little bit about when I was in school.
Yeah. Do you remember the school you went to?
I went to Avenue B school in Council Bluffs. And then from there I went to the high school. And don't ask me what it is, I can't remember what it is.
And did you live right in town? Or?
No, I lived out on a farm for a while, and then we moved into town.
Do you remember the street you lived on in town?
What's that?
Do you remember the street in town that you lived on?
Well, my stepfather's mother lived out on the 32nd and G, I think, or something like that.
So did your father pass away or?
My father's gone. I never knew him very well.
Oh, okay, so basically you remember your stepfather more.
Yeah,
And what was his name?
Charles.
Okay.
And
And
he passed away in, I think he was 67 or something.
what was his last name?
Bevington, Bevington.
Now, did he have other children too?
I don't know. I really don't. I heard he did. He was married before my mom and had a couple of kids, but I don't know.
You know, what kind of work did he do?
Well, they owned a wrecking yard out here in California, and there he worked in, can't remember all he did. A lot of little jobs, I guess.
Okay. And so when you were back there, what did you kids do for fun? Back in-
Hunting. I went fishing once in a while.
Would you hunt? Rabbits or what?
I had, out here in California, when we moved out here, I had rabbits, and every day I came home from school, had more rabbits.
What did you, do you remember the gun that you had?
Then what?
What kind of gun did you have? Did you use?
Oh, not really. I had a 22, I think. That wasn't even mine.
Yeah. So, so why did your family move here to California?
There's a war, and my stepdad was a supervisor or something in the shipyards.
Oh, was he? Yeah. And where did you live here in California?
Let me see, we moved to Torrance, California.
Yeah. Do you remember much about World War II, what it was like out here in California then?
I really can't, right? No.
Yeah. So, and where did you go to high school out here?
Torrance High School.
Did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played 4 years of football.
What position did you play? What position?
End. I was
Yeah.
an end.
Pretty tall, huh?
What's that?
You're pretty tall? How tall were you?
I heard him say I was 6'4".
Yeah.
It was 200 and some pounds. I don't know, 215 or something.
Yeah. Did they throw the ball much? Did they pass the ball to you
Oh, yeah.
very often?
Yeah.
Did you guys have a pretty good team?
We were champions in, I think it was 46 or 47, 46,
Yeah.
just before I went to service.
Did you ever hear of a guy named Louis Zamperini?
Oh, of course, I know.
The Torrance Tornado?
I know his brother Pete was my track coach.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They back when they had the Olympics, the Winter Olympics in Nagano in Japan,
Yeah.
a few years ago, they had right before on the last day, they did about a 45-minute or 45-minute little program on him, his life story and
On Louis.
When he ran track and then when he
Well, I
was
met
in the
him,
service.
but I didn't know him.
Yeah, that's great. And anyway, I just, as soon as it came on, I thought that's going to be interesting, so I taped it, and I've got that at the Air Museum, and people love it. If you've never seen it, have you ever seen it?
No.
I'll give you a copy. You'd probably like to really watch it. Yeah. So I knew they said that he was kind of getting in trouble and stuff, and when he took up track, it kind of got him on the straight and narrow there. Yeah.
I was on track team. That's how I got to know Pete.
Yeah. So did you? What did you do after high school?
What's that?
What did you do when you graduated from high school?
I went in service, just almost. I went in. I can't remember the month right now.
Yeah.
No.
And why did you go into the service?
I don't know. I just got tired of bumming around with guys and.
Yeah. Did you have any special girlfriends in high school?
Yeah, I had one girl, and we finally got married, but it didn't last. We're still friends. I talked to her.
Oh. And what's her name?
Marie.
What was her last name when you?
Kelton.
Yeah. And so, where did you go for your basic training then?
I was in Texas at San Antonio, and then we moved from there to another city. I forgot what it was now.
Yeah.
Not very far away. they opened another base, and so they sent us up there.
And what was that like, your basic training?
You know, it's a lot of work.
And so you eventually said, I think you said, got into armament technician. Is that?
I went from there, you see, to, it's a long time ago. I went from, well, went home, came back, and they sent me to armament school in Denver. I was there for, I don't know, 6 or 8 months or something like that.
So what are you learning while you're there?
All weapons. It's all weapons. I was that's what you were, armament technician.
How to fix them? You mean if something went wrong with them, or
well, that plus installing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's about it.
Yeah. And so you're talking about machine guns and things like that?
All kinds of weapons. 45s, M2s, M1s, grease guns.
Yeah.
I remember that old grease gun. That's about it.
Yeah. Did you have to test fire them and things like that?
That too. We did all that.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you like that?
What?
How did you like doing that?
It was all right. It was, you know.
Yeah. Were you married while you were in the service?
Yes, I was. I came home. I had a baby, a little girl. In fact, she comes and sees me here.
Oh, that's good. What's her name?
Debbie.
Debbie. What does she do?
She and her husband have a business that's grout getter. They call our company Grout Getters.
Is that locally here? Or
they live in Lytle Creek up in the hills above. It's near San Bernardino that way.
Yeah.
Going to Victorville.
Yeah. And so now you got up in planes periodically?
Did what?
Did you get to go for up and flying with in some of those planes?
Not a lot,
but
no.
some.
Yeah.
The B-29, I think you mentioned. The B-29 you went up in?
A 17 and a 29. No, I was never in a B-52.
Okay. 17 and B-29, yeah. And what was that like?
It's kind of scary at first because you've never been up one.
Right.
And I can't think of ever, no. I didn't fly a lot.
Yeah. Could you see much difference between the 17 and the 29?
A lot of different, yeah. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, well, bigger and more streamlined, I guess.
Yeah.
More powerful, yeah. So, where did you spend all the rest of your career in the service?
Well, I was in Okinawa. I was there for a couple of years.
How did you get over there?
How to get over there on a ship? I think the USS, I can't think of the name. I thought it was MacArthur, but I don't know.
Yeah. Did you get seasick at all?
One day I did, yeah. We had a big typhoon and it was, got sick. Yeah, I got sick. There were 2,000 guys on this ship and I think we were probably all sick.
Yeah. And what was Okinawa like?
It's like a big barren rock out in the middle of the ocean. And, yeah.
Did you get to know any of the people that lived, any of the natives or anything?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I was a barracks sergeant there for a while. All black barracks sergeant. All black people.
Oh.
And all they did was fight with each other.
Did you get any leave? Did you get to go like to Japan or any place like that?
I went to Japan for the military Little Olympics. I won the shot put over there.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They gave me a big, like a vase. It was a really nice one.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, that's neat. Did you play any football in the service?
no, I didn't. No, I didn't play football. We didn't have a team.
Yeah. Or any sports, basketball or anything like that?
Track,
Track.
shot put. I won the thing over there.
Yeah. So you went in 48, I guess, was it? And you got
right
out,
almost out of school.
And you got out in 52? Did you get?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay. Had you thought about staying in at all?
And you doing what?
Had you thought about staying in the Air Force at all?
No, I wasn't a career person.
Yeah. So what did you do when you got out?
I went to work at an American. They make toilet bowls.
Oh, American Standard?
American Standard, I worked there in Torrance. They had a plant.
Uh-huh.
I was there a couple of years.
And then what did you do after that?
Oh, then I went in. I worked for Douglas. Built jigs to make parts,
Mm-hmm. How long were you there?
I was there quite a while.
Where is their plant? Where was their
It's
plant?
in Torrance.
In Torrance,
It was
yeah.
I think it was called B4 or B6 or something.
Mm-hmm.
B something.
And did you have a house there in Torrance?
We bought a house, my wife and I. Yeah.
What street was that on?
Scannell. Scannel.
Is that where Debbie grew up then?
Debbie and and I had two other kids.
Oh, you did? Oh. What was their names?
That's Mark as the youngest, and Christine.
Where did they live?
They lived with me.
No, I mean now, where do they live?
Oh, Debbie lives up in Rattle Creek.
Yeah.
And Chris is in, I think it's Texas with her son. And she's a nanny for his two kids. And his wife is a school teacher. And they're out here now. They live in here, California.
Oh.
And Mark, he's supposedly making a movie in Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, is he in the studios then? He's works in the studios?
He's a independent, they call it.
Producer?
Well, he writes them and supposedly produces them and then tries to find money to put them on.
Has he been successful? Has he gotten any of them?
I don't know.
No.
I keep asking him when he's going to. He says, I'll send you a copy. All right. Still waiting.
And your first wife.
Yeah, she lives in Yucaipa.
Oh, she does. Okay. Yeah. And did you remarry after that?
I was, yeah, and we divorced after 12 years, and she passed away.
Oh.
I went on a trip to see some friends in Oregon, and when I came back, she passed away.
Did you guys have any children? Did you have any children with her?
No, she had two prior.
Yeah, okay. And when you were married to her, were you living in Torrance then too?
Yeah, we lived in Torrance. That's where we had our house.
Okay. Now, when you stopped working at Douglas, did you retire then, or did you work somewhere else?
No, I wasn't retired. She worked at Douglas. Then I worked in a job shop when Douglas had some strikes, and I went to work in a job shop.
What's that?
That's making the same thing I was doing, jigs and so forth.
Yeah. And how long did you do that?
Well, you're reaching now. You know what? I can't remember a lot of that stuff.
Okay. Well, when did you retire then?
I retired here just from the police department in Torrance.
Oh, so you went to work for the police department too?
Oh, I went to worked 1954, and I just retired in 54. And I just retired 65.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what did you do in the police department?
a little of everything.
How did you like that?
It was a good. I liked it because you were helping people,
Yeah.
but it was nothing serious. But
Were you a patrolman?
yeah, I was a patrolman
In a car? You drive
in
around
a car. I worked narcotics for a while, a couple of years.
Mhm. Yeah.
I can't tell you a lot. I don't know a lot.
Yeah. When did you first come to Palm Springs or this area?
I've been out here. One I was living alone in a place in. I say Newport Beach, but it's right Costa Mesa,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought a townhouse there, and I lived alone, and I was a playboy. Fooled around a lot, not married, no serious girlfriends, and you're reaching for a lot of stuff. Let me see. I can't really tell you. I just nothing.
But I mean, did you buy a place here in the Palm Springs area?
Yeah, in fact, I still own it. It's right over here. Nobody wants to buy it.
Where is it?
It's right here in the on Dinah Shore and Cathedral Canyon.
Oh, Is it a condo or a house?
No, it's a what do you call them? Oh, like that's terrible. Can't remember all that stuff. It's a modular home. Like it's pretty good size for one guy.
Yeah.
It's 2 bedroom, 2 bath, big living room, a big.
Is it a gated area?
Yeah, it's gated.
Okay, it's like a mobile home kind of.
It
park?
is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's mobile, whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
right. Well, but they're not mobile anymore. They just.
Yeah.
I mean, they're there, and it's almost like a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's got a front yard and a backyard and
Mm-hmm.
a little shed you can work in if you want.
Yeah. Did you? What were your hobbies and interests? Did you play?
I played golf and I paint.
Yeah.
I like to paint pictures.
Okay. Where did you play golf? Where did you like to
I
play?
played a lot of places, a lot of golf courses.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's 100,
Yeah, there are.
110 of them here or something.
I think you're right. Yeah.
I probably played half of them.
Yeah. And so what do you still do some painting?
No, do it now. I give all my paints away. In fact, I had one brand new set and I gave it to one of my grandkids. Got it, and I don't know which one. She's
Did you like to paint still life or people or what? Did you?
I painted mostly. Oh, I just painted. Sometimes it was water.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it was just a picture.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it.
So what do you do these days to occupy your time?
I play penny golf down, or penny golf, penny poker.
Oh.
2 cent ante and
Here? Do
Yeah.
you guys play here? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of fun. So you made some pretty good friends here?
I think there's some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of them know me, but
Yeah.
you don't get to spend a lot of time with them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Feeling pretty good?
Huh?
Are you feeling health pretty good? Are you feeling pretty good?
Oh well, this is on tape, right?
Yeah, but
I have
I can-
cancer, and it's I guess kind of in remission right now.
uh-huh. Oh well, that's good. Well, I sure appreciate you talking to me, and
Yeah.
I think this will be nice to have. Well,
Nobody will know who I am 20 minutes from now.
no. Because what I'm going to do is I'll make you a DVD of it, and then if you want one like for Debbie or for your kids, let me know, and I can make more for you. And
I don't have
they
very
would
much
like-
money now.
It doesn't cost you anything. Doesn't cost you anything for work, other than $10 for the additional DVDs if you want some extra. But you can let
Well, I have $10.
Joanne know. You got $10.
That's about all.
Okay. Bob, I want to thank you for your
Sure.
service to our country, and thanks for coming in and sharing with us today. Okay.
Thank you for talking to me.
All right, I really enjoyed it. Okay, I will. You were mentioning you have how many grandkids?
Well, there were 12 there, but one of them was sick. They're all great grandkids.
Great.
I have grandkids and great
Great.
grandkids.
And where were they? Where was this function?
Oh, they stayed up. They came over to. We all met at one place.
Mm-hmm.
My one granddaughter drove over here and picked me up.
Yeah.
Took me out there to Ukaipa. Was at my first wife's house,
Yeah.
and all the grandkids were there. The house was full of kids and older kids.
Was it like a reunion or a birthday party?
Well,
or
kind of.
something?
It was a birthday for all the kids, not me. I wasn't involved.
Yeah.
It was just last month, so.
Yeah. Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
But there were, I think we counted them there. She said 12, I thought.
Yeah.
Great grandkid, and one that's a great.
Gosh.
And just fairly born.
Uh-huh.
He was, oh God, what the hell's his name? I can't remember all their names.
I wouldn't think that. Well, that's nice. I'm glad